Hi, everyone. We'd invite you to take your seats now as we begin the clinical platform session. My name is Chelsea Koch, and I'm a pediatric neuro-oncologist at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia.
Hi, welcome everybody. I'm Radhika Damija. I'm a pediatric neurogeneticist at Mayo Clinic, and I would invite all the speakers to come up front as we only have 15 minutes per talk. We're going to open with the first talk. I'm going to welcome Abhijit Parida up here to talk about AI-powered web tool for MR T1 volumetric analysis of NF1 optic pathway gliomas.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Abhijit Parida, an engineer at the Children's National Hospital. And on behalf of my team at Children's National Hospital and the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, I present to you CAVS-NF1. So CAVS-NF1 is an AI-powered web tool for MRT1 volumetric analysis of NF1 optic pathway gliomas. Right, this web tool has been made possible by generous funding from the National Cancer Institute, UG3 grants, as well as philanthropic funds from the Gilbert Family Foundation. As you may already know, that 20% children suffering from NF may develop optic pathway gliomas, out of which 50% experience visual acuity loss, which may be irreversible and permanent. There has been a lot of discussion, including on the day one of this conference, that the RANO guidelines and its pediatric version, the RAPNO guidelines, are unsuitable for measuring OPGs. RAPNO method for tumor calculation, as shown on the left, suggests that we use the product of the largest diameter and their perpendiculars to reflect the tumor size. As you can see for OPGs on the right, the thin, tubular, and intricate amorphous shape of the AVPs make it difficult to use the RAPNO guidelines. You may ask, well, why is the volumetrics of the AVP so important? This is because from a previous work by Dr. Avery and his group, it is suggested that there's a strong correlation between the volumetrics of the AVP and vision loss in children. Since there's no standard way of measuring volumetrics, quite a few such tools exist in the market, but can only be accessed by a few experts at different clinics. So this is not available to the community. So if you wanted to use one, you wouldn't find one. Our goal was to provide all NF researchers around the world with a set of standardized tools to bring MRI-based NF tools deployed in isolation to your hands. All this without requiring any special skills or training, such that even fellows and students can start using it from day one. We kept it simple, with very easy drag and drop interactions and without any clutter or additional features that you don't require, so that you can focus on the research while we take away the burden of maintaining the software and the compute cost. All this while we provide you and your patients with utmost of privacy. So what do you need to get started? Basically, a simple 3D T1 weighted MRI in a nifty format, where we have taken care that it handles data from different institutions with different protocols, and we also don't care if you have contrast enhancement or not. So multi-site, multi-protocol data is handled. So let us see how the workflow works. Imagine a physician just walks up to his workstation and from the PAC system gets access to a T1 weighted MRI nifty. He then goes on to upload this nifty onto our web tool, which uses a Swin unit R-based segmentation model, which is a deep learning model that gives us the whole AVP. Once the whole AVP is segmented, we use some kind of segmentation bank and nonlinear registration to get the optic nerves, the tracts, and the chiasm. Once the segmentation of these parts are achieved, We go on to calculate the volumes that they occupy. Then these volumes are simply displayed onto the physician on the same screen. And it has to be really quick, otherwise they are not interested in seeing it. Well, how well does our model perform? So we claim that it's better than humans, mostly because our system matches the expert ground truths more accurately than trained clinicians match each other. Also, the difference in the volume estimated is quite low, around 15%, meaning that it's consistent and we get, it's around 16.7%. And the best part is the job is finished in 98 seconds, so it's super quick and it's much faster compared to manual workflows. Right, now let's see how the tool is used in practice.
Hello, my name is Dr. Robert Avery. I'm a pediatric neuro-ophthalmologist at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and I'm excited to share with you one of our tools that we have developed in collaboration with Dr. Marius Lingararu's lab at the Children's National Hospital in Washington, D.C. So here's the home screen that we have, where I can simply take an image and drag and drop it to be uploaded to our website, nf1hopeforkids.io. Now that my image is uploaded, I click the Start Segmentation button. Our segmentation is now complete. If you look on this axial view and I click on the right optic nerve, you'll see it highlight there and give the numbers of the volume. Our left optic nerve in green, and then our chiasm in blue, again listing each individual volume based on the color that you see up here in the image, as well as the total anterior visual pathway volume that you see up here. Once the segmentation is done, you can scroll a little bit to see more inferior and superior portions of the nerve. Again, once you click on the right nerve value or right nerve label here, you'll see the anatomy light up. Same with the left nerve as well as the chiasm. You can scroll through on both the coronal views as well as the sagittal views. And lastly, once the segmentation is completed, down here, you can download that file to look within your workspace as well.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Avery, for the demo. So feel free to take your phones out and take a picture of the QR code. And remember that the tool that we provide is free to use, has simple drag and drop interactions, is web-based, so you don't have to install any softwares or get some licenses. And finally, is HIPAA friendly. Your data, you own it, we don't need it, and it's private. Also, don't forget to tell the researchers in your labs that such a tool exists. Don't keep this information. To conclude, CAVS-NF1 is a fast and consistent tool that's been used for large clinical trials like the NF1 OPG Natural History Study and the ACNS 1831. So feel confident while you're using the tool and compare your data with these results. Finally, some upcoming features, we are hoping to integrate some longitudinal analysis, some radiomic analysis, and also some outcomes regarding vision loss. Right. Thank you for your attention, and thanks again to the funders for their support. And please feel free to come by and meet us at the booth in the Ambassador Hall. Thank you.